So we don't do bonus shows that often because, frankly, we do so much content to begin with that
is true.
We're like, it never occurs to us to like, hey, let's do a bonus show, more content.
Because they want more.
Yeah. People can't even listen to all the stuff we put out. But we got a request from Fairvilla because Fairvilla's promoting their Fairvilla University.
Indeed.
And they wanted to do a segment on Dirty Talk, and we didn't want to make this a radio-friendly segment. Then we were going to do a BDM show.
You can do limited dirty talk via radio, but I think if you're uninhibited, where you've got the freedom to use your full vocabulary, I think it could be better.
Yeah.
But we have Jacki and we have Debbie on the line, and we're going to do some dirty talking, courtesy of Fairvilla University. What's up, guys?
Hey, how are you?
Good. So, dirty talk. As you could imagine, very uncomfortable with the idea of dirty talk, and I very rarely have done it to the point where I can't even really remember a time where I actually did dirty talk per se. Maybe okay, so let's start from the basics.
Well, Debbie teaches a really good class about it, and one of the things that she starts her class with is an icebreaker. So if that would make you guys more comfortable, Debbie, why don't you show them how you start your class with your icebreaker?
All right.
Okay.
Absolutely. Well, we've moved our classes to online, so our icebreakers are a little different. But our in-person icebreakers were always super fun because what we would do is we would shout dirty words together. And I found, like, a lot of people are nervous, just like you said. They don't know where to start.
Cock ass! Cock!
Stop.
Cunt! Fuck!
Everybody used to play the penis game, right?
Like Tourette's. It sounds like Tourette's.
Dickhole, clitoris, butt ass!
It's a little more organized than butt ass with 30 people.
Oh, okay.
But would you want to shout some dirty words with me? I can tell you what we're going to shout, and then we can shout it together. We won't make them super dirty, but
help.
Okay.
Eat, fart, pube, cock.
I'm very embarrassed, and also group activities I usually frown upon. Like I hate putting my hand in front of the circle. And like everybody.
Like when you do team building, Tom hates anything team building.
Yeah.
All right,
I hate teams.
Let's shout some dirty words then, Tom.
yeah, you have to rip the Band-Aid off. It's the only way to do it, So let's just start with penis. Let's make it real easy. Let's do penis on 3. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, and then when I say 3, we're going to shout penis as loud as
Is
we
it
can.
3 after penis or 3 on penis?
After 3, we shout penis.
Okay, gotcha.
But you have to do it loud. You have to do it louder. It doesn't count.
I'll do it loud.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3.
Penis!
Tom didn't say it.
Y'all waited for me.
Well, is anybody using penis in the bedroom?
My wife actually uses penis.
Really?
Yeah, you just spit everywhere.
Oh, he's thinking about penis.
Oh my God, put your mask on. Jeez Louise. I can see the particles flying in the air. They're as big as bubbles. They're as big as novelty children's bubbles.
Sorry.
It's like Lawrence Welk here now.
Coming right at your face.
Your wife, she's like, I want to suck your penis.
No, she'll be like, you want me to play with your penis?
Oh, that's too
Play with it.
Yeah, and then I'm like, stick your tongue out. I'm like, suck on the head, make it purple, make it purple.
Come on, stop.
Oh, I'm coming. Oh,
Stop,
God, you like that?
No,
you like that big ass cock?
No, come on.
You like that cock in your ass like that? You like that?
What?
Fucking tight cock in your ass.
No, come on. You're going too far, man.
I gotta say, it doesn't seem like Daniel has any issues with it yet.
I do.
We can't even get Tom to say penis yet.
Well, his wife is referring to it as a penis. Like, I'll touch your penis. Like, who's a penis? Like, that's
All right,
too critical.
Maybe Tom is more comfortable with
really
slang. Let's try a slang word.
Okay, yeah. I'm more into the slang.
What did you say?
Yeah, Tom's like, can I eat your jive turkey, motherfucker?
Jeez.
Well, why don't we try a slightly dirtier word? Why don't we try pussy? We'll do pussy on 3. 1, 2, 3. Pussy! I'm not the only one who shouted that.
That's the worst.
Tom's like,
Okay, I say these words.
Hamina.
Here's the thing, Jacki and Debbie. I say these words all the time and joke and like on the show.
Not in sexy time.
Yeah, but when it gets down to the bedroom and then I'm with my wife, where do you even start? That's where
That's a great question.
Because I feel like going too aggressive or too vocal,
You could make her laugh and then you break the mood, yeah.
Yeah, you could make her laugh, or
Absolutely.
it could be shocking and be like, "Oh my God, why are you saying these things?"
That's a great question. He's actually taking it serious now, guys.
'Cause
I think we shocked him.
It's a good question. It's a really
We
good
shocked
question.
him into submission.
Yeah, because
It's all the penis yelling.
yeah, I'm very quiet, like the commander. Like I'm very.
Oh my
business.
God! You just equated this to
What? Well, I'm just saying.
Handmaid's Tale.
And
Hands on the hips,
And,
I just get the job done.
and blessed to be the fruit to you, sir.
Yeah, I look at the ceiling. Look at my wife's eyes.
Let's use this. Let's switch.
Why
Let's
is she
pivot.
not looking away?
Let's not say commander. Let's say you're quiet like out of the cartoon duo Tom and Jerry. Jerry was a very quiet mouse that
Okay.
never talked.
All right.
See, that's a lot. It's more disarming. It's not commander.
Yeah.
It's not Gilead.
It's not raping.
So how do I go from 0 to
0?
You want to go to like a 2, right?
Yeah. Like, what's a 2? Where do you start?
Well, one of the things I always suggest, and a part of the class that we do, is actually finding out what your style is. Because there are different styles of dirty talk. Like you said, there are people that are going to call it a penis, and there are people that are going to call it a cock. It depends on who you are and who your partner is, and you're all going to have, you might not even match. You might have different styles. So it's trying to figure out what your styles are. You don't need to be at a 10. A 10 might be too much for you or your partner, and that's okay too. So, figuring it out, I always suggest get to know yourself and get to know your partner through, watching porn together, reading some erotica. Erotica is a good one because you can read other people's dirty words, and you don't have to make them up on the spot.
I have to get to know her. that sounds that's a lot of work.
If you want to know.
What style? Has your wife ever said anything to you during sex that you can remember that you enjoyed?
I guess, God, it's embarrassing for me.
She's like, "Pump me, Jimmy Buffett." And you're like, "What? What'd you say?"
I guess it would be exciting if she said some of the things that I see in the movies. You know what I'm saying?
What? Which movie? Are we talking about Dufresne again?
Give me the Dufresne. Give us an example, a quote.
This town needs an enema. Somebody stop me.
What's the town? Is that the thing? No.
Would you consider yourself more of a dirty talker, or if you like porn kind of talk, you probably like that dirty talk then, right?
Well, I usually can't hear it because I'm in the bathroom and I have to have the volume down because my wife and kids are out there crowing around.
So you're using subtitles. What if she got one of those belts that they used to sell in the trashier malls that's the LED scroll? And what if she wrote her dirty talk on it?
Well, okay, so really more specifically, how would you suggest, what's a good starter for dirty talk?
I got a good one.
Okay.
And let's see if the ladies from Fairvilla University, see if they agree. This is going to make you uncomfortable, but I'm going to throw it out there. And I think it's closer to a 2 or a 3. If I'm, let's say, going down on my wife, I'll say to her, and I think this is a compliment, I'll be like, "I love going down on you. You taste so good."
Oh.
Yeah. I think it's a great one.
I say you taste so good.
That is a great one.
I say you taste so good. It's that's like a 2 or a 3, right, guys? Am I?
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, it's a pretty mild one.
And it's my way.
Mild one, but it's complimentary.
Yeah, it's complimentary. It's my way of saying I love doing that action. It's like and then she'll say something to me 2 or 3. She'll be like, "Ooh, oh yeah, oh get it," like that.
Oh, she's get it.
Yeah, she wants me to
get it's good.
She wants me to get it. But
I love that.
But there's no dirty words being exchanged here. Is my point.
What does she want you to get?
Her clit.
I'm
getting the
clit.
Daniel, that's a very good point. Dirty talk doesn't have to be dirty words specifically.
No, it doesn't.
Exactly.
I like that Dan was talking about giving oral sex to his wife. And Tom says, "What does she want you to get?" Have you done it before?
Yeah, I've done it, but...
there's an area where you get to it.
He's never gotten it.
It's the get it.
Yeah.
And she gives me the get it, and then don't stop.
Don't stop. Get it.
Get it. There's a reason. That rappers say that is because
Exactly.
it's
Gorillas.
yeah. That it might be the most accurate oral sex song
Yep.
of all time. It goes dumb, get it, get it.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm looking around down there. It's just,
Looking around.
I'm like searching. It's like you know those the people that walk through fields arm to arm searching for missing people.
A search party?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. It's
That
like,
is not good.
I'm just trying to cover as much.
Hello, baby Jessica, are you out here?
I'm just trying
Don't
to.
say that.
Baby Jessica.
I'm trying to cover as much area as possible.
Don't do that.
As
Ew,
much
it's-
time-
that's a mess.
And then at the end of sex, you come back and you're like, we had an unsuccessful day today. Nothing was found.
I did not.
Try again tomorrow.
I did not get it.
Well, we're calling off the search.
So another thing, I know I've heard in the videos and the things, like the girl will ask for the harder. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll tell you.
Yeah, I don't really get that
a
one.
strength, and that gives me anxiety because I'm like I'm already.
I'm giving you the best I can.
I'm doing what I can.
This is as much. I can't
But
go.
see, here's a trick that you can do. And look, I don't work for Fairvilla here, so maybe I'm giving bad advice. But here's a trick: if you can't go harder, just pretend like you are by making noises and grunting,
Oh.
saying like
But you
things
are.
to
You
her.
can communicate verbally without
Yeah.
actually saying words. Sounds, moaning, all
Yes.
that can
Yeah.
totally be
Or maybe a
sexy.
little bit more
Absolutely.
if you're doing the dog style. You could
The dog style.
you could squeeze a little more on
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
on-
grip,
Grab
gripping.
the hips
grab
harder.
that,
Yeah.
grab the hips or squeeze that buttocks or maybe do what I do. I love to pull those butt cheeks apart.
Oh, come on.
And I spit right in their asshole.
No, come on.
And harder
But here's
doesn't
the
always have to
interesting
mean
thing.
harder
Hard is
thrusting
one of those
either.
words that people use when they don't know what else to say sometimes.
Yeah.
So sometimes just building your dirty talk vocabulary can get away from just the harder, faster, which you hear that all the time. It's one of the things you hear in porn, so people just kind of say it.
You could do
but there's so many more words.
alley-oop,
Harder, better, faster, stronger.
boom shakalaka.
What is
Kanye
it?
West.
What is it called when the woman, and it seems like more of a woman to man thing than man to woman, where she's like insulting you while you're doing it, like
I think it's marriage. Is what it's called. You're
they're-
so fat.
No, like just like this is all you got, like she's like egging
Oh, I
you
had
on.
a girl do that. Yeah,
Yeah,
she's like, you can't pump me any better than this.
Yeah. Well, is that a style? What style is that? Where it's like there's like a borderline insulting, where she's telling you it's not
That's
good
a whole
enough.
other kink.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah,
There's
it's like,
a
it's like
cuckold?
going to that place where all the waitresses and waiters insult you.
Oh,
like,
dicks.
Yeah.
I don't want.
When they make you wear the hat with the name.
Yeah. Then they,
So you want to be the dominant one.
No. I don't want any of that.
Who is the dominant one when you guys?
Sounds
'cause
like Crystal.
I'm the
If she's insulting you.
I'm the dominant one in our relationship. But lately, my wife has reversed the role a little bit, and that actually has made things better because she's having to maybe dirty talk a little more. Because I relate to that, and I'm having to do more like surprise. We've talked about this before with Fairvilla, my love languages and stuff. I'm having to do a little bit more stuff that's not even inside the bedroom
Right.
to try to do that to to
Prime the
complete.
pump.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
exactly.
So, Jacki and Debbie, I want to ask you. I know that you guys have mentioned before, and certain people that are specialists in this category have talked about discussing. Prior to the act, what you're comfortable with, and
Ooh, that could be fun dirty talk. That's like flirty talk.
No, that's awkward to me. Where
Have you tried it?
we're now having a meeting. It's like
What
I'm
if you
gonna
just leave a note in her?
Yeah, you could
Write it
work it
down.
into sexting. Do sex.
Yeah, sex
Doing
her.
it face to face is weird. It's kind of cool to be like, so what do you think when I say this? Or, you could just check. It's more checking in. See what your partner likes. Communication is sexy in itself. And sometimes just bringing up some dirty topics can make the conversation that is more of a check-in into full-on dirty talk. So, once you start getting those words out, it's hot.
Debbie, you touched on erotica earlier, and I can't recommend that enough as a way to get comfortable with talking dirty. Read erotica out loud to each other. That way you're comfortable saying the words, and you can gauge the reaction that someone has
Hey,
to
Butler.
a certain situation or a certain phrase.
Print some erotica.
Easier than trying to create them
Exactly.
yourself.
And you don't have to think of it because some people get like really in their own heads and they're just like, I don't know what to say. I feel weird saying it. But reading off a page is so much easier. And then, you'll see if someone's like, ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah.
And then, you can kind of defer to that, when you're playing with your partner and you have to come up with your own stuff.
There you go.
So, totally. Totally a great way to do that.
You look like a kid looking at the pool and you don't know how to swim, but you're going to have to learn.
Well, where do you even find erotica?
Well, Butler's printing some out. We're gonna do some reading.
Oh no!
There's also now on a lot of the streaming services, they have borderline porn on Netflix and Hulu right now. I can give you some suggestions.
And there are audio books that are like seductive novels and fan fiction that's erotic fan fiction.
We have a lot of erotica at Fairvilla, but another good source for that is literotica.com.
There you go.
It's just a bunch of user-created erotica, and it's never-ending pretty much, and it covers basically any kink you could ever imagine, so it's a good place to explore things without making a commitment.
Tom, you've never
it's also usually shorts. Shorts are good, and you can do little ones.
You've never texted your wife just out of the blue and been like, I can't wait to see you tonight when I can, hold you in my arms or squeeze your ass or...
She tried to, she does it every once in a while where she texts me and, say something, dirty or...
Like what?
I can't, I don't want to embarrass her, but she'll say something
something really bad. I can't wait to eat shit out of the hammock hole. I was like, holy shit. My God, McAfee. Can't wait to have you piss in my mouth.
And murder your neighbor. Police. God damn.
That's crazy. I don't know. That's not turning me on. Kind of scared now.
And then I'm always I don't want... I look at it and I get shocked every time because it's not something normal. I'm like, oh!
You are such a prude.
And then I turn off I'm like, oh God.
Well, you turn it on airplane mode? No more.
And then...
you don't respond to it?
I don't want... Because I feel...
That's fun.
Because I feel like it's a trap, and if I respond to it, she's like, I was joking. I was joking around.
Terrible.
I was clowning you, goofy. Embarrassment. I don't want to be vulnerable. Because I want to...
We're getting somewhere, ladies.
This is why you can't have intimacy.
Yeah, ladies, we're getting somewhere.
Yeah, breakthrough.
This is a big deal. Yeah, I think we did have a breakthrough.
I don't like feeling like I'm exposed.
I can see that. You're like a mob boss. I'll never sit with your back to the door. I got it.
Right, yeah. Because everybody's always clowning me. I think everything's a joke. If I say something in the bedroom, I feel like she's just going to laugh.
Oh, you think she's going to use it against you?
Yeah, but
has she ever clowned you in the bedroom before?
One time she put the...
Why would you think she would do it now?
Well, maybe she hasn't purposely done it, but I've done some things where...
Oh, what have you done?
Stumbled and bumbled around there?
Yeah. She's made fun. She's like, your winded pop up, she'll,
then you're undoing the vacuum cord around the neck,
Yeah.
We have some erotica for Tom to read. Thank you, sir.
When I'm David Carradining it off the side of the door, she's like, who do you think you are?
You want to read...
David Carradine?
Get your nunchucks.
Do you want to read this? Butler printed out two...
It should have been in bold, Butler. You know he can't read.
Two excerpts from a couple of different paperbacks that you can find. And what was the name of that the link you gave, Jackie? I apologize.
Lit Erotica.
Lit Erotica. Or just go to Fairvilla. That's where I would start. I would always start at Fairvilla. Plus, I'm old school. I'd like to actually have a physical copy if I could. Do you want to try this, Tom?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, oh God, David, I arched against him. When he moved to my other breast, 2 fingers worked inside me. A little uncomfortable, but nothing I couldn't handle. Not so long as he kept his mouth on me, lavishing my breasts with attention. His thumb rubbed around his sweet spot, and my eyes rolled back into my head so close. The strength of what was building was staggering, mind-blowing. My body was going to be blown to dust.
You can't do this.
You're a baby. You're a baby.
You're a child. You can't do that.
You have to do this
Just give someone a
voice,
boner.
though.
I don't know. This is ridiculous.
I felt like I was watching it sounded like a special needs old man was reading a shopping list in Publix. That's what it sounded like.
That was the most unsexy.
Yeah, it was like, get salsa, get milk, get some romaine lettuce, get habaneros, get ground turkey, get...
I can't read.
With a little bit of giggles in there.
I didn't even know what we did. He was yeah, like when you hit his thumb rubbed around his sweet spot, you went, his thumb rubbed around a sweet spot.
This is for women, I believe. Is a man reading this and I feel like this is 50 Shades of Grey. Like,
here, let me try.
Okay.
When she saw that he was dissolved with pleasure, she stopped, divining that perhaps if she deprived him now, he might make a gesture towards fulfillment. At first, he made no motion. His sex was quivering, and he was tormented with desire. Marianne grew desperate. She pushed his hand away, took his sex into her mouth again, and with 2 hands, she encircled his sexual parts, caressing him, absorbed in him until he came. He leaned over with gratitude, tenderness, and murmured, "You are the first woman, the first woman, the first woman."
Why did he say that?
Maybe he
No, we don't know the history of the book. That's just an excerpt.
Maybe he'd never had an orgasm before. That was the first woman who'd ever really made him achieve climax.
And she had to swallow that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
To be continued.
I mean,
Yeah.
Tom's actually grabbing his car keys and leaving.
I feel like you start getting into the novel sex talk and stuff. It's a little more theatrical
I like
than
that better,
a normal nerd dad and mom can get into. So plus kids are sleeping in the other room. There's like a lot of that. Like at any moment, we're constantly looking down the hallway. Or
you gotta lock the door.
They can pick the locks.
Yeah, close the door, first of all.
We lock it now, and Maisie can't. We don't have the old one. We have the one where she'd have to get
Update your locks, man.
Yeah, but then our bedroom door has glass. We sprayed the frosting on it.
You are trash.
You sprayed frost.
It looks like
That's a glass bedroom door.
It looks like Homer's taking out the trash in there. I can't see. What's happening?
I'm done.
It's just a big pink blob.
Honestly, you have a glass bedroom door?
No, it's a bunch of panels. It's all glass panels.
Why?
Because
just put newspaper on it like every other building in Orlando.
we sprayed the sprays of the frosting that you buy at Home Depot.
Well, like for Christmas, the fake snow?
no,
you put fake snow. You are trash.
No, not fake snow, but they make window frosting that you spray there because
I
it was.
thought about buying that for my bathroom window.
Yeah. We had to. But that was where the idea came from because we had the matching door in our bathroom, and you could
Just frosted. Can you draw a palm tree in it?
and the kids, the blinds got broken, so you could see someone shitting in there.
Oh my!
Get a new door.
Yeah, we had to get
Okay,
the
guys.
frosting.
What else
Sorry.
can we do for dirty talk?
Okay.
Well, like you were saying that when you read from a book, it's like really theatrical or a lot of like big words. And when we do stuff on our own, we tend to default to the same few. But you can build your vocabulary. And I actually have a fun little project if you want to do it with me. It's kind of like a Mad Lib.
Oh, I love Mad Lib.
Yeah.
All right.
So we do this at the end of our classes. We usually have like a little Mad Lib, and I'll just kind of go over just to review kind of what a noun and adjective. I kept it simple for this one. I wrote one up special for you guys.
Nice.
So we're just going to do adjectives, which as a refresher, it's something that describes something. So like hot, sexy, wet, whatever. And then I'm keeping with that. I'm body parts. So that's all we're going to do for this one. So I'm going to give you what type of word I need, and you're going to give it to me, and then at the end we'll read it out loud.
I love it.
Okay.
Okay, so we have an adjective. So what adjective should we use?
Greasy.
All right.
Why not? Let's make it wild. Okay, now a body part.
Scrotum.
Okay, now we have another adjective.
Engorged.
That's a
Oh, good one.
Good one.
Oh, he came alive, everybody.
Good job.
Engorged.
Go Tom.
Good job. Good
Tom,
answer.
man, you've been waiting for this moment. You've been waiting for Fairvilla Mad Libs.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone was
How long
very
have you been
surprised
waiting
by
to
that.
engorged?
I splashed water in my face in the bathroom, and I was like, this is your time.
It was just like watching Brady throw his first Tampa pass. He's
Yeah.
like, he got that first completion under his belt.
He said it. When they call you up, don't. This is your one chance. Don't screw it up.
You got to do it. Okay, what's next?
Next is another body part.
Butthole.
Okay. And now we have another body part.
Nips.
Loyal.
Okay. And now last one is an adjective.
Burnt.
Burnt?
Burnt.
Oh, no.
Yeah, don't shame kink me. we
I like burnt pussies.
burn them up good. That's
Yeah,
the
Okay.
motto.
I like them crispy.
Yeah. Well done, Dan. That's what they call them.
Well done, Dad. Yeah.
Okay, so you ready to hear what your Mad Lib is?
Yeah.
Please. Yeah. Oh, boy.
All right.
Oh.
Here we go. Okay, the feeling of your greasy scrotum against my engorged butthole always sends shivers down my nipple. It's so burnt when you do that to me.
Yeah, you sound like a cool kid. You're like, yo, son, that's so burnt.
I don't know about that one.
Stop trying to make burnt happen.
The writings of a crazy person.
We might want to work on our
Don't
Mad Libs here.
Oh, son, your pussy's burnt, yo.
Don't leave that paper around. You're going to leave some mysteries. Really, I guess starting slow is the main theme I see here. Like, so someone like me, you should start like subtly with one or two words, maybe, and maybe
You should just start with, I think, awareness.
Any kind of noise from you, I think,
Yeah.
would be an improvement.
Like if you
Okay.
looked at your wife and you're like, "Hey, titties," I think that would be enough.
Okay, well, let's talk about that real quick, and maybe we can kind of wrap it up with this. The noises. They give me a lot of shit around here for not making noise during sex. I've made the comment that I'm quiet. It's not loud at all.
It isn't fair that we make fun of you,
But
and it's not nice.
should I make some audible noise?
Still here.
Yes, audible noise is super important. It's a great way to communicate with your partner and let them
no.
know.
I like
But if you're
it.
not comfortable, you don't have to.
I like
But
you going at it, and you're like, "Not it."
But like the pleasure noises or like work noises?
What do you mean work noise?
Like,
Whatever comes natural. Don't suppress anything, but don't fake anything either. Don't be embarrassed about the noises you naturally make, but don't try to fake them to make someone else happy.
Don't
do
overthink
what
it.
feels comfortable.
It's like the beat from Just Eat It, the Weird Al.
Oh, my God.
Start breakdancing in the middle of it.
I do the fart sounds from Eat It. Weird Al's Eat It. And she's like, turns around, and you doing Weird Al's Eat It?
I want to eat it. I want to eat it.
It's Just Eat It. So
He got so mad because you got the lyrics wrong to a
Just eat
Weird
it,
Al
you
song.
idiot. You know what? You're fired. I'm firing you out.
okay, what I have the biggest problem with, and what I don't like in old 70s pornos and like 80s pornos,
Why are you watching those?
well, because classic and vintage comes up every once in a while, and I like it for whatever reason. I think it's because the first pornos I watched.
We're making another breakthrough, ladies.
So psychologically, I think because that was the first porno I watched, like I gravitate towards
Yeah.
like 80s and
Okay.
pornos,
Oddly
70s
enough,
pornos.
I do too.
Yeah, it's weird.
I'll be real with you. I bet
That's
you,
what I was exposed to.
I bet you if you go through a lot of men, and this is good for Jacki and Debbie too. Maybe this could be another topic another time. I bet you if you did a cross section of men and women, but as men being
It's kind of like music, right?
Yeah.
When you the stuff you liked in high
Yeah,
school.
You nailed it. I think because Christy Canyon,
The first
there
porno,
will
yeah.
never be
Yeah.
anybody better in my eyes as a porn star than Christy Canyon. Canyon because she was one of the first I saw. She came to town. I actually got to see her one time when I was aging out of like when you'd hide your porn. Now it's just like, you're an adult.
Yeah.
And she'll always have a special place in my heart. So if she happens to come up in the mix, she's gonna get watched. Yeah. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Also, during a time where like when they did taboo stuff, they actually try to cast like people that look like brother or sister, or like this could possibly be your mom. Nowadays, it's like, wait a minute, this person's
same age as you or younger.
It's an Asian and you're a white mom. There's different.
It's weird.
It's all so the and I think this scarred me, and this made me not like this because those in the 70s and 80s. When the guy climaxed at the end, they would show a tight shot of his face, and then
Juan just mentioned that in the Twitch chat,
and he would be like, "Oh," and I'd be like, "God damn, I don't like that. I don't want to see the guys."
I don't think anybody.
You don't want to see this?
Face.
Like, hold on, I'll do it. It's like,
yeah, it's too animated.
Yeah, it's also it's creepy and gross, and I don't want to see it. And I think that scarred me and made me so at the end I don't make nothing. It's like I always.
You think you're on camera?
I equated it to holding.
You don't want to be that guy.
It's like I'm holding in a sneeze. That's what I like. Yeah, it's a dad burp at the end. I don't like to do the super animated pleasure.
Why don't you just close your eyes?
No. Eyes wide open. Wide open, hold the sneeze in.
Stare at the wall.
Yeah. So
what's your wife doing? I mean, you don't give up her business. So what's she doing? Is she the same thing? Is she quiet
He's not looking at her.
Or is it dead silent in there? Like, could I walk in there?
Mad.
Could I walk in there, wash my hands in your bathroom, and walk out without even knowing anything's going on?
I mean, well, if you didn't look over.
No, I mean, if it's pitch black and I'm just walking through, it's just quiet.
Just by sound.
Yeah, you'd be like, that person's fluffing his pillow a little bit. So, do you guys like when the guy shows his face is a pleasure at the end when he's finishing, or is that creepy out too?
I don't think there's anything creepy about it. I think if you're being
I don't think so
yourself,
either.
it's fine.
I like to see the natural reaction.
Yeah, it's natural. I think you have to keep in mind, porn is not real. And like anything you see in porn is never going to be 100% real, including those faces. It's overdone.
Here's why I think it's not natural, because I bet they don't do that while they jack off. You see what I'm saying? Like,
no.
So they're not.
Yeah, exactly.
So they're not jacking it and being like, oh, like they're quiet. So they're
growling like a bear.
So that's an orgasm, and the same thing.
Have you ever done that though? I have.
No,
there have been times when I'm like, oh, it feels. I'm like, oh.
No, you make it sound loud. No, I've never.
But I think it just comes down to people are going to be more vocal or less vocal.
I've never made any sound. I mean, nothing.
Wow, that's weird, man.
Because you have to audibly.
You've never even been like, and that was good. I don't know. I mean, I just find it hard to believe there's no noise whatsoever.
Well, sometimes I'm like out of breath or whatever. Like I may
panting, breathing heavy, kind of thing.
Exasperated. But I'm never like,
oh my Lanta.
I'm not making like a loud. It's goofy to me. Like I don't know. It goes back to those 70s pornos. I'm like, oh, why? I don't. No one to see that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Gotcha.
So
I think we did a lot of bad here, ladies. What do you think?
Yeah. So
I do want to take time to say that during our class, it's not this silly or judgy. We are very open, and it is a safe space where you can explore your dirty talk in a safe place.
No matter what your style,
because we know you guys can roll with the punches
or talk.
Oh yeah, well we'll judge each other in here and tear ourselves apart.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's not what you guys do. Fairvilla University, when you go in there, you're going to get instructed and told applicable techniques that you can apply to your own life, as crazy as you want to be or as mild as you want to be. I mean, they have the solution for you.
You know what I thought? I thought I'd be at a lot more sex retreats when I was an adult. Like I used to see those in like HBO. Remember, like as a kid,
real sex.
Real sex.
And there would be a bunch of couples at a sex retreat, and there'd be like
There's always some like
a pretty hot like yoga instructor looking lady that's like older, but she's still like
she just takes her sarong off and gently places your hand on her pubes.
Yeah. Yeah, and then all the couples
I saw
are
that episode.
Yeah.
they're sitting Indian style with their spouses, and then they like all start having some sort of a, like they're doing like cunnilingus.
You can see how beneficial this therapeutic massage is. Now gently hold his cock.
Yeah. And then a guy that looks like the actor from Dirty Debutantes, that nerd with the glasses, the black ponytail. I don't know what that guy's name is, but Ed Powers, I think.
No, he's the bad guy.
Some guy like Ed Powers. He's like eating his old lady out on a bamboo floor in the middle of who knows where. And I'm like, I thought I'd be going to a lot more of those. Like, I thought everybody did that as an adult.
I always got embarrassed when I think that there's couple.
There's some people who do.
Yeah, there are people that do that, but I
but it's
look
not
at
as
these couple
prevalent as I
retreats
thought.
and I go, my God, they're in a tropical paradise. Then when you grow up, you realize it's just Melbourne. You know what I mean? Like it is. It's just,
And it's not even the good part of Melbourne.
yeah, it's
It's not even
tropical.
Melbourne Beach. It's inland Melbourne.
But they could trick you, you know, like because Florida is pretty tropical, but you can get tricked in pretty easily.
Yeah. Just because there's some palm trees out the window doesn't mean
Yeah,
you're
I'm
in
a
trouble.
mark though. I'm a
Nice
mark.
sunset.
Yeah.
Well, guys, thank you so much for helping us a little bit. And when can our listeners or people that are hearing this right now sign up for classes and get some benefits from you guys?
They can sign up right now. Talk Dirty to Me is going to be August 6th, and we still have some tickets available for that. You can go to fairvilla.com and just click on the education tab and see a list of all of our upcoming classes. We have the Talk Dirty to Me coming up. We have BDSM, Bondage and Rope, The Secret Art of Oral, and Tantra for the rest of the month.
There you go.
All right,
Very
and
cool.
And the oral class is a blowjob class. That's a really
It's
popular
so
class.
fun.
Oh,
It's a bring your own banana class.
Let's talk about that.
BYOB.
Okay, so let's talk about the blowjob real quick, Debbie, because and we'll end with this. What's the biggest thing that you've seen women do? Because I do think that women are like men in the fact that they learned how to give a blowjob when they were in high school or something, right? And they just stuck with that technique for the next 40 years. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't try to change it up, because it doesn't seem like,
Well, you gotta communicate.
at least, my wife, I don't see any difference between, I had 20 years of the same blowjob.
Well, is there anything you want different that
Have you given her any feedback?
No, never.
That's
Well,
to her.
Communication.
You got to fill out a comment card.
communication.
But I don't know what to even tell her.
Survey.
Yeah, but you got to fill it out anonymous. Don't
You
put
tell
your
her to
name
come to
on
our
it.
class.
If you put your name on it, she'll fucking know who said it. You got to write use too much teeth and slide it in there. Write Jerry on it.
Like I know you're not like I don't know what she says. Like you want me to do anything different? I'm like, I don't know. Like I don't know anything about blowjobs.
That's true, because Tom
Surprise
only
me.
had one
They surprise
person
me.
give him a blowjob, so he doesn't know any different.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
he
It's
doesn't
just-
have anything to
Well, then
compare
he
it
should come to the class too. 'Cause
Yeah, come to
that's
the
the cool
blowjob
thing is
class.
the class is open to everyone, and we get couples that come in, and guys will be like, I don't know why I'm here. I'm not giving blowjobs, and I'm like, but now you see what you want, and you know what to ask for, because you now see it, and you're
Yeah.
like, that looks good. that
what's-
looks great.
What's the one thing that people can change and technique-wise that makes it significantly better? Because I think I've been getting the standard
It's subjective.
for a long time.
Debbie, can I take this one?
I think people
Go for it.
people do some aggressive things I've seen on the movies.
Yeah.
in the movies.
Gagging, and
Legit-
there's all types
There-
of dual hands.
There's no one answer to that, because the key is communication. Communicating with your partner and figuring out what it is that he or she likes or they like.
Yep.
But
Because
Exactly.
what
And
might
everyone's
be good for
different.
you is
Not
not
what works
necessarily
for
good for
one person
somebody
won't
else.
Yeah.
It depends on what you like.
Yeah.
I know just for
So you got to figure that out.
the little bit of talking that we have, I would say, if I'm just coming off the top of my head, your wife should use a blow dryer to dry the inside of her mouth completely out.
Oh, God.
'Cause you-
Dry.
You like it like
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like you're rubbing two pieces of computer paper together. It's just-
There's a Sahara down there.
yeah, you like it dry.
It's too wet. Dry it out.
Sandpapery. like,
I get my pancake compressor, blow some air in there.
blow the water off of it.
Like in America's Funniest Home Videos when they use the compressor and they blow their cheek and some mouth, and they use like a leaf blower and it's like
yeah.
and their cheeks.
That's what you like.
Not dry.
Leaf blower dry.
Anyway, sorry. I felt compelled to apologize.
Sorry for the old leaf blower blowjob thing.
And the good thing about your class in Fairvilla University is that it's virtual now. So if you are like me and you're kind of embarrassed to go to a place, you can do it all through your computer now.
And we don't turn on the cameras, so we're not going to know who you are.
Yeah.
Nice.
And you can put your name as whatever. Like, I happen to know that if you pop in there and you see Castleberry Batman, guess who that is?
Don't tell my screen.
You just guess who that is. Yeah.
Now I got to go with Castleberry Batman 69.
Absolutely. It's completely incognito if you want to be. So that's a really good point, because the classes are definitely for people who are really comfortable. And it's, when you're online, you could be anybody. So you could be do it as much as you want. You don't even have, at the classes in store, we have you do it on a banana. You can have a dildo right there in your living room doing it, and we won't know. So you could make it a lot more fun if
You
you're...
should make this a date night, Tom.
Yeah,
I
you
think
should.
it would actually help you guys.
100%.
And since you're so worried about being silly or whatever, being anonymous, that might actually help
And
you
you
guys.
send the kids to your mom's house, and you sit in the middle of
Yeah.
your living room with you, your wife,
And
a
a
laptop,
banana.
and a banana.
Yeah.
Get the chopper. That's what I say.
Is there
Castleberry Batman rides again.
is there a preference? All my bananas are all brown.
Hey.
Do you want a brand new ripe green
They
hard
don't have
banana?
their cameras on.
Oh, okay, yeah. Also,
I would imagine it's easier to suck a green banana than a dirty brown banana.
Yeah, it's less mushy. Less mushy for sure.
A banana's, if you're learning on something that's equivalent to your husband, a little
You can
big.
get the little banana.
Yeah. I can need the miniature Florida bananas, the ones that you can't eat.
Yeah.
Like,
Giant's fingers, they're called.
yeah. Because I feel like if you're working with a banana, I'm like,
Yeah.
my God,
Get it organic. It's smaller.
All right. Jackie, Debbie, we appreciate it. Fairvilla University, the class is August 6th, and there's a bunch of other classes as well.
Indeed. Fairvilla. It's Fairvilla.com, correct?
Yeah, Fairvilla.com and click on the education tab, or search for us on Eventbrite.
Yep. They got a
That's
brand
the
new...
easiest two ways.
Yeah, Eventbrite,
Perfect.
super easy and brand new website. You can go there and check it all out. Hey, thank you guys so much for giving us the time, and hopefully you'll see some of us in your classes.
Thank you so
I
much.
love it.
Yep, see you guys.
Thank you.
Later.
Bye.
That is Debbie and Jackie from Fairvilla, two of our good buddies, and we embarrassed ourselves pretty good.
Yeah.
You got a lot of work to do, Tom.
Yeah. That's. I feel like just so tired. It's
a lot to do down there.
Yeah. Like now I'm relearning something. I learned when
Maybe you
20
do
years
it
ago.
fine.
Maybe
sometimes I
maybe
sit
it's
in bed,
better
I
than
think
you
about it. Yeah, I think it is better than we think. It's like it's kind of like I feel like with people. Like when you go on Facebook, when we talk to you, you exaggerate it. You're always going for the joke. But in real life, it's probably a lot less,
I don't know, because just from hearing your stories and Samantha.
Well, Samantha, I think, is...
Butler's like me, though.
I think he's worse than you.
Yeah.
I mean, at least your wife's soapy butt. I mean, there's signs there that
She's
there's
trying
something
a little
crazy
more.
good there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know you're the freak of the show, probably followed by me, and then
Yeah.
Butler's last place.
Yeah.
That guy.
I
He's
think
still
Chopper's
using condoms. He chops his condoms off.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah. He's doing something.
No, afterwards.
He's not doing anything crazy, right? Like I think I'm crazier than Butler in the bedroom.
He's too high, right?
Yeah. He's too high. He gets distracted too easy.
How much less crazy can you get than you, though?
I think you can get way less crazy because like
I haven't heard anything even...
Who do you think is
I don't even
crazier,
know.
Butler or Tom?
I think they're probably even. Well, for sure, Butler has in the past, right? Because he's been with more than one woman. So he's had different experiences. Who knows what he's done before his wife?
Yeah,
He wasn't. Maybe he wasn't doing the condoms.
But he was young and he was.
That's the best time. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
That's
but
the
a
best
young
time to
Sailing
fuck.
catamarans.
He's a
and-
young, distracted chopper. I don't think he.
I think he was chopping things down.
Yeah, but sometimes you're more into the party than you are even the chopping,
And
the girl chopping.
He was Fat Butler at one point.
Yeah, I never hear Butler like say anything horny or anything.
No.
Like he's not a horny.
He's the Morrissey of our show.
Yeah, have you ever heard him?
I'm just trying to say things to see if he's still in there.
Because there's some guys that run hot, like Daniel,
I am always horny. It's bad.
And there's some people that are just sexually, they're just hotter than others.
Yeah.
And Butler never. He's like, attractive girl walker. He's never one to make a
Bullshit.
comment.
No, I've seen him do that.
Remember when I walked outside and the girl with her tits was out? How fast he ran out that damn door?
But that's a little bit chopper too.
Yeah. That's car accident, tits out. He runs.
Yeah, either way, he's running for it. He's like a really bad attorney. He's like, car accident or tits out, I'll run to you. Chopper attorneys.
Explosions on the internet. He's the first to see him.
Car accident, explosions, dog taking a shit and you're not bagging it. Are your tits out? Chopper law. I'll run to you. No matter where you are, I'll start running. If I can't get there, I'll collapse. Chopper law.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.